Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Luke, and you're watching Luke the Gathering. Thanks for checking out the channel. And today we had another Friday Night Magic of Bloomborough, drafting these play boosters. It was a ton of fun. I built a deck that was black white, so an Orzhov deck, and it was a lot of fun. Like I said, I rarely do Orzhov, but the end result was pretty good. We went 2-1 with that deck, and I'm going to show you the deck. And I got these three prize packs, which I'll open at the end of the video. But two packs for 2 wins, and then a participation pack, and that's how they usually do it at my local card store. So I just unsleeved the deck, so it's not like really in any sort of order. But we'll just see what we got. We'll talk about the cards. So first off, Warren Elder. This is definitely not the theme of the deck. You know, Warren Elder is really good in rabbits, obviously, in white green. I think white green is the best home for the Warren Elder, but white black actually does fine. It's a great 2 drop. It's a 2 for 2, but it pumps your whole team for 3 and a white. So it gives everything +1/+1. And that's really strong. That's a really strong ability. I love it. I've actually gotten to like Warren Elder a lot more as things have happened in this format. Okay, Scales of Shale. Also a great card. Gives things lifelink and indestructible. So if you put this on a big beefy beater, this thing will just wreck house and gain you life, and it's just amazing. Really love Scales of Shale. And it costs 1 less to cast for each lizard you control. And thankfully, I had at least one lizard, I think, in this deck, and it was always out. So I was casting this quite often for 2, a black and 1. So that was really good. Saver, just a really nice card. Gives something -2/-2. It doesn't just do damage, but like it'll take away from someone's attack. So like, you know, if you're attacking into a 1/3 with like a 1/1 even, you know, that 1/3 turns into a 0/1 effectively, and your 1/1 can even take it out. And you get a food token, and it's all at instant speed. This also kills, you know, O2 or X2s, I should say. It's just a really great removal spell. Caretaker's Talent doesn't really go in the deck, but I do have tokens in this deck, so I thought, you know what, this is a really strong card. I'll put it in there. Um, but it didn't do a lot, honestly. But it was a nice card. I just think it's a nice card. Speaking of tokens, Wick the World Mine. This actually makes a snail token. It's a 2/4. That 4 toughness makes this really, I think, just a nice, strong card. Plus, it gives you a 1/1. So if you have like the Warren Elder, that snail becomes a 2/2, or you can even give the snail, you know, combat tricks, and it just does really well. Here's another saver. I'm not going to complain about more than one saver. Moonrise Cleric. This is really on more of the theme of the bat deck. This is a flying 2/3. Every time it attacks, you gain a life. Black White Orzhov here in this set has a lot to do with bats flying and gaining life and losing life, and this is just one of the perfect cards for that. Nettleguard is just a great 2-drop, 3/1. You know, good amount of power there. And then it also, I love the sack to destroy artifact or enchantment ability this thing has. It's really cool. Here's another Scales of Shale. Great card again. Starlit Soothsayer. Again, great. Bat card, 2 and a black. It flies for a 2/2. And, you know, if you gained or lost life, you get a Surveil one, which is really just a nice little effect. This is the bomb. I actually started with this card. Pack 1, pick 1, Zoraline. This thing is amazing. It's a 3/3 Vigilance Flyer, so it can just defend, it can just attack. And every time it attacks, you gain a life because it's a bat. And other bats that attack, you also gain life. It's just works so well. And stapled onto this is an ability where it brings things back from the graveyard. I just think this card is super strong. Sonar Strike, just a decent removal. It's nice in bats because it gives you back some life. Thoughtstalker Warlock, another lizard, and this one's really strong as well. If you've done damage to them, then you can pick a card from their hand, discard it. Otherwise, they can choose, if you didn't do the damage. Just a really good card, 2/2 Menace creature. Come and Get It. This has been one of the best performing combat tricks in the format. Just for 1 mana, gives +2/+2. If you give them food, then the thing that you're, targeting also gets indestructible. It's just awesome. Intrepid Rabbit's great. This is what I'm talking about. Token makers, you get tokens, you get +1/+1 on creatures. Oftentimes you play this for 4, you'll get 2 bodies, and then give something +2/+2 for that turn. It's really strong. It's a 3/2 as well. I happen to draft an Osteomancer Adept. It's just a nice 2/2 Death Toucher, which can bring things back from the graveyard as well. There's another Starlit Soothsayer. Hazel's Nocturne is awesome. Instant speed, 3 and a black. You can return 2 creatures from the graveyard to your hand. That's good. And then each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. That's great. Another Intrepid Rabbit. Starfall Invocation. I actually use this in one of the games. Obviously makes a huge difference. It's a Wrath, and you can take the most powerful creature on the board that got sacked that way onto your field, and I got a Beza back from my opponent, and that was their downfall. One of their best cards was attacking them over and over. Moonstone Harbinger. This is really good too. 1/3 Death Touching Flying. Also gives bats +1/+0 whenever you gain or lose life. Ravine Raider. This is better than I thought. This guy actually makes a huge difference. When this comes on turn 1 and you're just menacing, hitting him for 1, it's great. Plus you can pump it. Love this little 1-drop. Life Creed Duo, another just good bat. Gains you life. Great for the synergies in black-white. And then guess what? I got another Zoraline. This was actually pack 2. No, this was actually, it was still pack 1, but the person passed this to me because they had they had 2 bombs in the pack, and this was one of them. I had taken the foil one already, and then I got past this. This just solidified. I was going to be an Orzhov no matter what. And so that was cool. Worked out really well. And that's the deck. Went 2-1. I think it could have definitely gone 3-3. I lost to Izzet. Actually, my only loss. They played really well. The games were close, and gotta give it to them for winning. All right, let's check out the prizes. See if we pull anything good out of our prize packs of Bloomburrow. We got a Manifold Mouse as a token. That's cool. Builder's Talent. Fun. Mountain. And Alania Divergent Storm. Speaking of Izzet. Shrike Force. That's cool. Looter's cool. I've been liking Might of the Meek recently in these red decks. Banishing Light. Okay, so some decent cards there. Especially in limited play. Obviously, they're not going to be playing the limited since I'm opening them in these packs. We got a Splash Lasher token next. Dazzling Denial. We got a Swamp. And then we got... oh, that's nice. 3 Tree City. In the full art borderless. That looks good. That's a nice card. Nice card to pull. And we got a Clement. That's sweet. Jolly. Tide. Some good cards. Actually, some decent limited play cards in that pack as well. And here's our final pack. Pretty good prizes so far. This one we got Art. That's Art there. Life Creed Duo Island, and then Thunderclap Trainer. Oops, and we got another art, another rare. Hearthborn Battler. And there we have it. Hunter's Talent. Great card for limited Pawn Profit. Some good stuff there. Thanks for watching. I had a great time. Next week is actually our last Bloomburrow draft. I'm looking forward to it, but again, I'm kind of sad that it's going to be the end. Duskmourn is coming up really soon. But thanks for watching this video, and I will see you next time.